It seems like a lot of our historic buildings have been knocked down over the years, and it's not as visible, I suppose, as other major cities are. You know, we do have lots of historic architecture and lots of history here. It's just you have to dig a little bit more to find it. Well, I'm a civil engineer, but I also do photography on the side. Yeah, I think the more people that are exposed to our past, the more they'd be inclined to preserve it. The Hillsborough County Library has about 15,000 Burger Brother photographs. A few citizens have also provided me old photographs that they found in their attic or that their family members have taken. That's kind of how this started. So I have a website, tampachanging.com, and that's where I go and display these images, and made it so the two photos fade back and forth. So you see one photo really big and one small, and you click on it, and then it shows the next one kind of fades to it, so you can really see the changes and the differences between 1920 and 2017. I print out the historic photograph from the library, and then I'll go and I'll try to line up as best I can. So looking at how the windows line up, how the door frame lines up, maybe the buildings next to it or behind it. So I get a lot of crazy looks from people, but whatever I need to do to get the right angle, I suppose. Start taking a picture of the Oxford Exchange, or what's now the Oxford Exchange. I have a couple of photographs here from 1927, 1925, 1932. I mean, this one, it looks like they're towards the building more so than I am now, and I don't really want to be jumping around the median too much. Buildings remain largely unchanged. And then where it says Oxford Exchange now, there's a Coca-Cola sign, so I guess a restaurant of some sort, diner maybe. It's called a tilt shift lens. It moves up and down, and then it also can turn, it can tilt at angles like that too. And I found that creates a modern photograph that is similar distortion to the cameras that the historic photographers used. Although a lot of times when I scan these photos, they're higher resolution than my camera is. Yeah, the Lafayette Arcade, I know there used to be offices in here. From looking at the photograph, you can see a small little sign where it talks about it's a family dentist. And I think there's a bank on the first floor at one point in time. The beautiful clock there is gone. It used to be on the side of the building. Looks like there used to be on-street parking, more trolley tracks that are not there anymore. And lots of overhead wires, cable car wires up there that have been buried. I have the historic photograph from the Library of Congress. It's from 1913, and there's not too many reference points in this photograph. And really the only thing would be the minarets from UT. A lot of the signs, these old wooden buildings along the waterfront here, where now you have the Riverwalk. Seeing how the ships have changed, how it used to be more of it's an area of commerce, and now it's really just people kayaking. Seeing a lot of these buildings that used to be vibrant and now are abandoned and boarded up is also something that's kind of interesting. Like the courthouse, and now it's a new hotel, and seeing the change in that building and other ones throughout the city has been really gratifying. Well, and taking pictures where there were people or cars in the old photograph, and now the people are gone, the cars have been modernized. Just seeing them come and go is interesting and depressing at the same time. It's just part of the history that you don't really realize as you walk up and down the streets here in Tampa.